Tucker Carlson, he's now beefing with Adam Kinzinger, Representative Adam Kinzinger. They're talking about who's the bigger tough guy, red-blooded American, or a coward, maybe even, because Tucker Carlson had a UFC fighter. His name is Bryce Mitchell. He was on earlier this week, and he sparked this whole thing by randomly connecting Russian invasion into Ukraine to somehow people invading Arkansas, and how he used to stick his boot in the ground and fight against them. I don't know. He connected it, and this is why he's on Tucker's show. Watch.
Last week, he was asked, what do you think about Ukraine? And here's part of what he said.
I'm not going nowhere to fight none of these wars for these politicians. I'm staying at home, and when the war comes to Arkansas, I will dig my boots in the ground and I will die for everything I love, and I will not retreat. If this country's invaded and everybody's saying, well, we gotta evacuate, we gotta leave, I will not. I will dig my boots in the Arkansas soil, and I will fight for the people that I love, for the land that I love, and the way of life that I love. But I'm not going overseas to fight. I don't know what's going on.
A lot of people you see on TV would leave instantly if we were invaded. There's been polling on it, shows it pretty clearly. You should pay attention to the people who wouldn't leave, who'd fight for their country and for their people, the ones they love.
Again, we talked before another story about how Republicans, conservatives, specifically Fox News, is up in arms about this polling that talks about people cutting and running. So apparently Bryce Mitchell is not a cut and runner. Invite him on the show. And as a matter of fact, after Tucker invites him on the show to talk about how much of a badass he is, he even shows him this video, which had to be very uncomfortable, but I don't know, let's watch that too.
It's amazing. It's amazing what you're saying, all of which is, in my view, true. So for our viewers who aren't familiar with you, because we were so struck by that clip that we played last night and part of it tonight, we got another clip. This is you training at your ranch in Arkansas. We're gonna play it.
I'm training here all the time when nobody's looking. I got a log out there that I curl, and then I lift it over my head, and then I run in a circle, and then I'll fill up the wheelbarrow with dirt and push it around. The number one reason I won't go to a big gym is because of the secrecy. Your plants need to be dark as night.
So that's where you live. So I mean, I think it's fair to say you're pretty rooted in the ground of this country.
I love logs with cement blocks on the edges of them. Hey, bro, if you're doing it all in secrecy in the darkness, then how come we have a promotional film with music cut over the top that the UFC was pushing? Anyways, he has no trainer. He just goes out there and kicks around standing on sticks. Sure, that's what he does. Anyways, Adam Kinzinger caught one of this and was like, this is crazy. So he tweeted about it, and that angered Tucker Carlson. This is where this fight all escalated from. Let's look at that tweet from Adam Kinzinger, who said, oh my Lord, this is America. By the way, quote, I'll fight when the war comes to Arkansas. What? The World War II generation would love to slap him, I'm sure. Ooh, it's getting testy now. Way to go, Tucker Carlson. This is a new way to support Putin without being so obvious. Too, of course, then Tucker was like, hey, you can't insult my tough guy like that. Hey, I have an idea. I'm gonna respond back and get mad at how much of a softy you are and come on my show. Watch.
People like the man you just saw are a huge threat to the tiny-minded members of Congress like Adam Kinzinger, who are doing things that do not serve this country in any way. So Kinzinger was completely triggered by that interview, and he went on Twitter, which is métier, and wrote this. Kinzinger continued, side note to this kid, please just stay here and entertain. No one is asking you to fight for your country. There are far braver men and women that will do that even in Arkansas. Really, where are these men and women who are far braver than the man we interviewed last night? We'd love to know. Adam Kinzinger's always invited on this show. Anytime, we'll give him the hour. Mr. Tough Guy.
Oh, everybody's a tough guy, Waz. Which, by the way, Kinzinger then posted a video how he's not gonna go on his show because Tucker Carlson's looking for ratings, which is absolutely what he's looking for. But there's tough guys everywhere. Which one are you gonna punch in the face?
I got an invitation to do Tucker Carlson's show tonight, and there's no way I'll go on his show for a number of reasons. But first, let me state that his insistence that the West was provoking war with Putin, his spreading lies about biolabs, and his continued spewing of conspiracy theories are nothing but complete evil. His show is full of Russian propaganda and not news. And I will not validate his show by making an appearance. I do not want to be associated with it in any way. And we all know what would happen, and we all know what the goal is. We know the interview would be promoted to get more viewers, to make more money, to further empower his garbage. And let's talk tactics. When Tucker interviews someone in a hostile way, he interrupts and laughs when he's been caught in a lie. And after the segment's over, he brings on another guest to try to discredit any statement made by the prior guest without counter. He's not interested in conversations. He's only interested in himself. And at the end of the day, he'll continue to use his platform to deceive his all too trusting viewers and to further his own sense of power. The situation in Ukraine is serious and the outlook is dire. And this moment requires serious conversation and decisive action, not a self-serving showboat clamoring for more clicks tonight.
Man, I think it's interesting that they're fighting over what amounts to an anti-war statement by this UFC dude. He's basically like, right. I'm not going to fight no rich man's war. I got enough of my own problems. If somebody wants to come take my stuff here in Arkansas, I'll fight for that. But I'm not going to some far off land to be killing people I've never met, I know nothing about. I don't know what the actual conflict is about. Like, it's pretty interesting that this is the type of message that's getting a megaphone on Fox News these days, which makes me think again, like conservative ideology is going through a real shift, right? The idea that you would be anti-military occupation, invasion, against anti-American killing machine, that's a new concept. The last thing I want to say is they don't get dumbbells in the heartland. I mean, you can't get a kettlebell to Arkansas. Like, what are we doing, guys? Like, that cinder block looking so shaky, about to fall on his foot. Like, what are we doing? Get this man a damn bench press, please.
It's not happening. That's not what that was. Anyways, we know what that was. The tractors behind him in the interview. Come on, bro.